Good morning, all of you. My name is P. Rathnamma, CRT in Biology, KGBV Venkatagiri, SPSR, Nellore District. Children, today I will discuss about 10th class Biology, first lesson, Nutrition. In this topic, I will discuss about nutrition in human beings and human digestive system, malnutrition and vitamins. Now discuss about nutrition in human beings and human digestive system. Human digestive system is very complex in nature. Different parts are involved and perform different functions by using various digestive juices and enzymes. The alimentary canal is a basically long tube extending from the mouth to the anus. Children, what is digestion? The process of breaking down the complex substances into simple substances with the help of an enzymes and absorbed into the body is called digestion. Parts of human digestive system: mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. Children, we can see this picture. This is mouth. This is esophagus. This is stomach. This is small intestine. This is large intestine. This is rectum and finally anus. Our digestive system is started with mouth and ends with anus. Now I will explain mouth. Children, we can see this picture. This is mouth. Our digestive system is started with mouth and our food is taken by mouth. These are teeth. Food is cut and crushed by our teeth. These are salivary glands. Saliva is secreted by salivary glands. This is lower jaw. The lower jaw is help also whole process of digestion. This is upper jaw. This is tongue. Tongue helps in mixing the food. This part is also called as buccal cavity. Food is cut and crushed by our teeth in the mouth and mixed with saliva to make it wet and slippery is called mastication. Saliva is secreted by 3 pairs of salivary glands. 2 pairs are located at the side of the jaw and below the tongue. 1 pair is located in the palate. Saliva mainly contains an enzyme, amylase, which helps in the breakdown of complex carbohydrates into simple ones. The tongue helps in mixing the food and pushing into the next part called esophagus. The next part is esophagus. Children, we can see this picture. This is esophagus. This is stomach. The soft food mixed with saliva is called bolus. The food is processed to stomach through esophagus by peristaltic movement. This is peristaltic movement. The food mixed with saliva passes to the stomach through esophagus by wave-like movements called peristaltic movement. The next part is stomach. Children, we can see this picture. This is esophagus. This is stomach. This is pyloric sphincter. This is duodenum. The food is processed to stomach through esophagus by peristaltic movement. Stomach walls containing gastric glands which secrete gastric juice. At the stomach, food gets churned with gastric juice and HCl. Now the food is in semi-solid condition. Stomach walls containing gastric glands which secrete gastric juice containing HCl and an enzyme called pepsin. HCl kills bacteria in food and create acidic medium to facilitate protein digestion in stomach. Children, we can see this picture. This is chyme. This is pyloric sphincter. In a stomach, the food is in the form of soft slimy is called chyme. The enzyme action of pepsin protein are converted into peptones. Proteins converted into peptones. In a stomach, food is in the form of soft slimy, whereas some protein and carbohydrates have already breakdown is called chyme. After a period time, the food material passes from the stomach to the small intestine through pyloric sphincter. The sphincters are responsible for regulating the opening of the passage such that only small quantities of the food material may be passed into the small intestine at a time. The next part is small intestine. Children, we can see this picture. This is small intestine. This is liver. Liver secretes bile juice. This is pancreas. Pancreas secretes pancreatic juice. Liver and pancreas are part of the small intestine. The food passes from the stomach to the small intestine through the pyloric sphincter. The small intestine is the longest part of the alimentary canal. It is the site of further digestion of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Small intestine receives the secretion from liver and pancreas. Liver secretes bile juice, which does not contain any enzymes, but it contains bile pigments, which converts the medium into alkaline one. Bile pigments helps in emulsification of lipids. This facilitates the digestion of lipids. Pancreas secreted pancreatic juice, which contain trypsin and lipase. Trypsin converts peptone into amino acid. Lipase converts lipids into fatty acid and glycerol. Walls of the small intestine secretes intestinal juices, contain sucrase peptides. These enzyme action ensure complete digestion of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Children, we can see this picture. This is villi. Intestinal walls has a number of finger-like projection called villi. Blood vessels and lymph vessels in the villi. Products of digestion are absorbed first into the villi and from has into the blood vessels and lymph vessels. The next part is large intestine. Children, we can see this picture. This is large intestine. The food enters from small intestine to large intestine. The undigested food enters into the large intestine. While moving along through the large intestine, the extra amount of water in food absorbed back into the body. Finally, undigested food which is collected as feces. It will travels through the rectum and expelled out through the anal pore. This process is known as defecation. Children, this is flowchart of human digestive system. Our digestive system starts with mouth and ends with anus. Food is taken by mouth. It is passes buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, duodenum, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. Health aspects of the alimentary canal. First one is having simple and well-balanced meal. Second one is eating them in a leisurely manner. And third one is thoroughly masticating the food. And fourth one is avoiding taking violent exercise soon after eating food. And fifth one is drinking plenty of water and having regular bowel movements. Children, this topic is completed. The other topic is malnutrition. In this topic, I will discuss about what is malnutrition, reasons for malnutrition, diseases due to malnutrition, and preventions. We know that food is the main source to maintain biological process in a perfect manner. Our diet should be a balanced one which contains proper amount of carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins and minerals, fats. The examples of carbohydrates, rice, wheat, potatoes, bread, etc. The examples of proteins, milk, egg, fish, meat, etc. The examples of vitamins and minerals, leafy vegetables, carrot, egg, fruits, etc. The examples of fats, ghee, cheese, oils, and sweets. 2/3 of world population is affected by food-related diseases. Children, we can see this picture. Some of them are suffering by consuming high calorific food. See this picture? Most of them are facing various diseases due to lack of balanced diet. Children, what is malnutrition? The definition of malnutrition is eating of food does not have one or more than one nutrients in required amount is known as malnutrition. Reasons for malnutrition in our country is first one is poor health, second one is willful starvation, and third one is lack of awareness of nutritional habits, and fourth one is socio-economic factor. Let us discuss about types of malnutrition. There are 3 types of malnutrition. First one is calorie malnutrition. Second one is protein malnutrition. And third one is protein calorie malnutrition. Harmful effects of malnutrition in children are, first one is kwashiorkor. This is due to protein deficiency in diet. And second one is marasmus. This is due to deficiency of both proteins and calories. And third one is obesity. This is due to overeating and excess of calories. Now discuss about first one is kwashiorkor. This is due to protein deficiency in diet. Children, we can see these features and observe kwashiorkor symptoms. First one is body parts become swollen. Second one is very poor muscle development. And third one is fluffy face, difficult to eat. And fourth one is dry skin. And fifth one is diarrhea. To prevent kwashiorkor disease from children, we should provide protein food like eggs, fish, milk, dry fruits to save the children from kwashiorkor disease. And second one is marasmus. This disease due to deficiency in both proteins and calories. Generally, this disease occurs when there is a immediate second pregnancy or repeated childbirths. Children, we can see these features and observe marasmus symptoms. First one is lean and weak. Second one is swelling in joints of limbs. And third one is less developed muscles. And fourth one is dry skin. And fifth one is diarrhea. To prevent marasmus disease from children, we should provide nutrient food like milk, eggs, fish, nuts, and seeds, fruits, sprouts, leafy vegetables to save the children from marasmus disease. And third one is obesity. This is due to overeating and excess of calories intake. It is a big health hazard. Obese children, when grow, they will be a target of many diseases. Like first one is diabetes, second one is cardiovascular, third one is renal, and fourth one is gallbladder problems. Eating junk food and other food habits, it leads to obesity. To prevent obesity in children, we should follow the balanced diet, avoid junk food, regular exercises, monitor the weight regularly. Okay, children, take healthy food and be healthy. Children, this topic is completed. The next topic is vitamins. In this topic, I will discuss about what are the vitamins, sources of the vitamins, vitamin deficiency diseases, and symptoms. Vitamins are organic substances. They are micronutrients required in small quantities. Actually, vitamins are not synthesized in our body. The sources of vitamins to our body is through two ways. The first one is diet. Second one is some bacteria are synthesizes vitamins in our body. Vitamins are classified into two groups. First one is water soluble vitamins and second one is fat soluble vitamins. The examples of water soluble vitamins are B complex vitamins and vitamin C. The examples of fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. Now discuss about water soluble vitamins. First one is B complex vitamins. B complex vitamins are divided into 8 types. These are vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, pantothenic acid, folic acid, and biotin. The first one is vitamin B1. This vitamin is also called as thiamine. The sources of this vitamin: cereals, fish, vegetables, milk, eggs, oil seeds. The deficiency of this vitamin, it leads to beriberi disease. The symptoms of this disease: vomitings, fits, paralysis, loss of appetite, difficulty in breathing. The next one is vitamin B2. This vitamin is also known as riboflavin. The sources of this vitamin: milk, eggs, liver, kidney, green leafy vegetables. The absence of this vitamin, it leads to glossitis disease. The symptoms of this disease: mouth cracks at corners, red and sore tongue, photophobia, and scaly skin. The next one is vitamin B3. This vitamin is also called as niacin. The sources of this vitamin: kidney, liver, meat, egg, fish, oil seeds. The deficiency of this vitamin, it leads to pellagra disease. The symptoms of this disease: dermatitis, diarrhea, loss of memory, and scaly skin. The next one is vitamin B6. This vitamin is also called as pyridoxine. The sources of this vitamin: cereals, vegetables, milk, meat, egg, fish, oil seeds, liver. The absence of this vitamin, it leads to anemia. The symptoms of this disease: hyperirritability, nausea, vomiting, and fits. The next one is vitamin B12. This vitamin is also called as cyanocobalamin. The sources of this vitamin: synthesized by bacteria present in intestine. The deficiency of this vitamin, it leads to pernicious anemia. The symptoms of this disease: lean and weak and less appetite. Folic acid. The sources of this vitamin: liver, meat, eggs, milk, fruits, cereals, leafy vegetables. The deficiency of this vitamin, it leads to anemia. The symptoms of this disease: diarrhea, loss of leukocytes, intestinal mucus problems. The next one is pantothenic acid. Sources: sweet potatoes, groundnuts, vegetables, liver, kidney, egg. The deficiency of this vitamin, it leads to burning feet. The symptoms of this disease: walking problems and spraying. The next one is biotin. The sources of this vitamin: pulses, nuts, vegetables, liver, milk, kidney. The deficiency of this vitamin, it leads to nerve disorders. The symptoms of this disease: fatigue, mental depression, and muscle pains. The next one is vitamin C. This vitamin is also called as ascorbic acid. The sources of this vitamin: green leafy vegetables, citrus fruits, and sprouts. The deficiency of this vitamin, it leads to scurvy. The symptoms of this disease: in healing of wounds and fractures of bone. The next one is fat-soluble vitamins. The examples of fat-soluble vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Now discuss about vitamin A. This vitamin is also called as retinol. The sources of this vitamin: leafy vegetables, carrot, papaya, meat, fish, egg, milk, cod liver oil, shark liver oil. The deficiency of this vitamin, it leads to eye and skin diseases. The symptoms of this disease: night blindness, xerophthalmia, cornea failure, and scaly skin. The next one is vitamin D. This vitamin is also called as calciferol. The sources of this vitamin: liver, egg, butter, cod liver oil, shark liver oil, morning sun rays. The deficiency of this vitamin, it leads to rickets. The symptoms of this disease: improper formation of bones, knock knees, swollen wrists, delayed dentition, and weak bones. The next one is vitamin E. This vitamin is also called as tocopherol. The sources of this vitamin: fruits, vegetables, sprouts, meat, egg, sunflower oil. The deficiency of this vitamin, it leads to fertility disorders. The symptoms of this disease: sterility in males, abortions in females. The next one is vitamin K. The vitamin is also known as phylloquinone. The sources of this vitamin: green leafy vegetables, milk. The deficiency of this vitamin, it leads to blood clotting. The symptoms of this disease: delay in blood clotting, overbleeding. Okay, children, this topic is completed. Children, take notebook and write down the assignment. First one is, what is mastication? Second one is, draw the label diagram of human digestive system. Third one is, what is role of acid in stomach? And fourth one is, what is malnutrition? Explain some nutrition deficiency diseases. And last one is, explain the water and fat soluble vitamins. Thank you, children. Stay home, stay safe.